Do to Dane.
Go. Where's your little action?
For what?
Go.
You don't have the thing?
I don't know where it is right now.
You know what I really appreciate that now that you're doing this, I can just Facebook and do my own thing while we do this show.
Oh,
I didn't
cool.
charge my phone, so make it quick.
Guys, ready? And
Okay.
action.
Make it quick, producer Lisa says. So it is night. Well, it's not night one of the Gold Cup, but
Right.
it's night one of the night we're here. So
It's
Gold
Labor
Cup,
Day.
Gold Cup can begin.
Was Labor Day.
Oh wait,
It's
What's the show called?
Wednesday.
It's Shark Tales
woo!
with Andy.
Thanks for tuning in. One viewer. I've gotten a couple texts today asking about where my recap was from last night.
Yeah, what happened?
I was so irritated with myself and my performance. I had nothing good to say. And typically I have no problem MFing myself, but I couldn't MF myself for the entire night. So
Yeah,
we loaded up and I was gone.
my wife wanted to do one the day before.
Saturday night.
And I said, I don't want to do it. So, yeah, we both kind of chickened
Bitches.
out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I say bitches. You say chickened out.
Yeah, we chickened out.
I think I'm rubbing off on you again. I got you to say the F word earlier this year, and now I'm getting you to throw fits and not want to do Shark Tales. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a
Hang
bad
out with the
influence
wrong
on you.
crowd.
So, you were at Cycle Land tonight. How'd that go?
Well, I did a lot today. Like, went to Vertulo's this morning, put my seat in both cars. We got the...
Two seats? You have
Yeah,
two seats.
Two seats.
Damn.
In the 360 and the 410. Got the 410 up in the trailer, up on the top shelf. And yeah, they had the 360 wash from the night before with Dylan Bloomfield.
Oh, man.
So they were rocking and rolling.
So, we did the same thing today.
Yeah.
I worked my crew to the bone. So we washed, unloaded, washed, maintenance the car. But that car that we ran last night, we took the motor out, changed the rear end, put the 410 in that car.
Okay.
Took the 360 out of the car that we ran last night, put it in a different car for Wednesday.
Why are we doing all this?
Did you see my performance last night?
Okay. All right.
We got to change it up.
All right.
So yeah, our plan last night was we've been pretty good early qualifying the heat race, and
Yeah.
then we suck ass in the main event when it slicks off. So we came with a whole new package. Last night's package, we just sucked ass all night. So Saturday night, I was sixth quick overall, fourth quick in my group.
Yeah.
Last night I was just seventh quick in my group, so it was a complete fiasco, disaster.
The next day you could have been Golubic, and he was third overall, third in his group by 7/1000ths of a second. Like, it was insane. Third.
I'm very anal when it comes to weight when it comes to qualifying, because it's amazing how many times I have tied or beat somebody by 1/1000th of a second,
Yeah.
or maybe lost a row by 1/1000th of a second. It's like, what is the difference of that? Is that literally just scraping one more piece of mud or taking a piss before qualifying? I don't know, but I mean, what is 1/1000th of a second?
Speaking of that, like, everything we did today, like, I don't think I peed all day today.
Well,
So-
you peed, but it came out of different areas.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It was insane today.
Don't ever lick your sweat off your lip, because it's basically pee.
Okay. Did not know that, Dr. Andy.
I went to
Thank
doctor
you.
school.
Doctor school. Yeah, so loaded up.
Wait a minute.
With
you didn't
Vertulo.
fix the camera.
Yeah, it's still backwards.
I told you I don't know. I gotta figure it out later.
Well, if you
He
can't
wants
read,
everybody to read
Yeah.
his shirt. Oh, that's
I'm
so
a
cute.
dog dad, just like a real dad, but cooler.
Oh
Much
my
cooler.
god.
Come here,
Can't
kiddo.
even read.
And dorkier.
My little
Jeez.
mutt. She was my co-pilot on the way up here. Oh, there you go.
Okay,
Oh,
this
do you
thing
see her
is
wind?
From this, it's so
Yeah, we're actually cold here. You might think it's hot in Chico, but we brought numerous air conditioners up
Dude,
here.
it's
And
insane.
we're going to need sweatshirts before this night is over.
Yeah, you hooked us up. This is going to be a great campsite. But yeah. So,
How'd you do tonight? We got interrupted.
yeah, so, well, after Vertulo's came here, just sweated our balls off, loading up for just like a half hour. It was insane.
But hey, at least your air conditioner and the motorhome works, right?
Yeah, you kind of hooked us up too with that, right?
No, I mean,
did
you
guys
have units on that works, right?
No.
What happened to them?
All right. So,
He can drive race cars, not motorhomes.
yeah, I can drive race cars. So there's a wire. It's so funny that goes across our driveway. I can leave my driveway and it's fine. And we have a neighbor, like if nobody's parked in his driveway, I can kind of go in there and back in and everything's fine. Well, driveway was filled up the last time I came in, so I pulled in straight. For whatever reason, the wire hooked the ladder on the motorhome, ripped the whole thing off. It's like, oh, well, I guess I can't do that. Next time we did it, driveway was full again. I'm okay, well, I'll do my roundabout thing in my driveway. Well, there's trees everywhere, and I'm like, oh, I've done this before, it's fine, and just drove right, ripped the air conditioner off. I'm an excellent driver.
So wait a
ladies and
minute, when
gentlemen.
was that?
So we've camped twice this year. Okay, the ladder was me coming back from Skagit.
Made it all the way from.
Drove all the way,
No
yeah.
problems.
How was your Skagit trip?
It was lonely all by myself.
My kind of trip.
God.
What's that Eric Carmen? All by myself. I would sing that whole way. So wait a minute. So okay, so you ripped the AC unit off, but you didn't figure that out till today?
No. So I thought it was just like the top, the flat part, like the cover
Okay.
was
It
pulled
sticking
back.
Straight up.
So I'm like, oh, well, I need to get up there somehow because I need
No
to,
ladder.
Yeah, I have no ladder.
You could have climbed the tree and got off the branch that you knocked it off with.
I could have. That would have been smart too. But did not do that. Waited until yesterday to check it out. And I got up there. I'm like, oh, this is more than just a cover that's pulled back.
This is
So-
more than just a plastic cover.
And I pulled it. I got it all together, but one of the blades on the fan was ripped off. So the fan, like, I can make it like rotate all by itself, and like I put the cover back on and everything was fine. But I think when Lisa tried to turn it on, the fan with one blade broken off, I think it just like vibrated off and just like shut
The whole
off.
motorhome shut.
So you're telling me you're at probably historically the hottest Gold Cup ever
Yes.
in a motorhome with no AC.
Yes.
Wow.
until you guys show up.
Yeah, I'm sleeping outside in the AC.
Okay. Back to
Anyways,
how you did tonight.
yes. So, yeah, sweated our balls off, unloading here, went and got lunch, and went straight to Cycleland because what are you going to do if it's too hot? Go race Cycleland.
Psycholand is what us non-kart people call it.
Ah, you're a baby, though. That's good racing over there. A lot of drivers that raced Placerville the night before were there, so it was cool. But yeah, it was super hot. I didn't qualify very well. Went from third to fourth in my heat race, so I had to run a B main. Won the B main, and then started 17th in the field, and was like back in 17th for a long time, and then guys started getting out of hand, couple crashes, and then one big one, like Talladega big one on the front stretch,
Yeah, I saw
and
that
like
video.
swerve one way. I'm like, oh sweet, I'm out of it. Another car comes flying in, swerve one way. Oh, I'm out of it. Third car comes. I'm like, I'm just going to the infield, and made it through. Like I jumped like 10 spots, seriously, like in that wreck. So
That's called veteran.
that was veteran
Veteran
moves
shit.
right there. So ended up driving up to 5th after that. So ended up another top 5 Cycleland this year. So that's fun.
It's because you're the OG of
OG.
karts. Yeah.
It is OG of that place for sure.
And Red Bluff.
Been a long time, yeah. So it's funny. So I won twice at Red Bluff this year, and I told my grandpa, like I said, hey, my sprint car schedule's a little sporadic this year, so I'm going to be able to make Cycleland quite a bit. And I've always been better at Cycleland, so I'm like, I'm going to get a win at Cycleland. And he laughed at me. Like he's all, oh, okay, we'll see. I'm all, Grandpa, like I'm going to get one. But I got one. Yeah, like second night out.
You know why
got
he-
one as a Cycleland.
He's old school because parents today now all say, "Yes, Sonny, you're gonna win every
Dude.
race, and if you don't, it's not your fault."
Me and
So your
Lisa-
grandpa's telling you you might not win because you're not that good.
Yeah, absolutely. We were on
I
the
like
phone
it.
with him the other night, on our way to Placerville, actually, and Lisa said, I think he's my favorite person in the whole world.
It tells it how it is,
He
right?
absolutely does. 80s, he's about to turn 87 years old, and just.
Still building motors.
And I called him this week. I said, Grandpa, 3 days of Cycleland. Are you sure we're gonna do this? It's gonna be 112. He's all, well, 112 might be kind of bad, but if it's 105, that's manageable. I'm like, 86 years old, 105, that's manageable. I could do that. Pull a tear off. Let's go. Yeah, guy's incredible.
That's a different generation. And,
I
the
know.
same with my guys today. I mean, my dad was, 74, and his old crew guy is probably 70, and they just kept plugging along
Yeah.
until we got done, until the car got pushed in the
Put
trailer.
your head down and
yeah,
just go.
no effing around, just grind.
It's awesome.
So yeah, we had a long ass day today, and then we made the decision: do we stay home tonight and just come up to Chico first thing in the morning, or do we just say screw it and come up tonight and set up? It's still 90, whatever,
I
but
know.
at least it's shady, right?
Right.
Tomorrow,
That
what's
would
supposed
not
to be
have been fun.
112.
Yeah,
So yeah, beautiful Chico weather. We beat it. You're going back to Psycholand tomorrow.
Going back
right?
Cycleland tomorrow. Yeah.
I won't be going there.
Found out I was 12th in points, top 8 lock in. So we were 12th, so I'll have to run a qualifier and they'll shuffle points around a little bit from there. But I think if we do decent, we'll at least make the show. I've gotten top, I've been there like 4 or maybe 5 times at Cycleland this year. I've been top 5 every time. So
Knock on wood.
knock on wood. Let's go do
What's
it.
is this a decent paying deal? The showcase?
I don't know. Maybe.
He never knows.
I don't know.
He didn't know when he won the big race.
Yeah, I won the
When he
Wheeler.
won more money than you won
Yeah,
that night.
you won Marysville.
I won a sprint car main event, and this guy wins a kart race, and he made more money than I did.
So cool.
Spent
Yeah.
a little bit less too.
Yeah, hell yeah, a lot less. Let's back up to last night.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you remembered how to drive a sprint car.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I don't know. Like that. If the car's there, man, like damn on off. The car was there. We were hooked up all night long. I mean, we didn't qualify great, but in the heat race, like we went aggressive with the setup and we were moving.
You were in driving aggressively and obviously faster than the cars around you. You dusted the guy that you started next to. You got in the second, then you dusted the guy to win the heat, to put you in the redraw.
Yeah.
And then you broke the car.
Yeah, we broke the car, dude. So this guy drove Monov's car just one time.
Once
it-
was enough.
and he beelined after hot laps, came straight over to me. Does that thing vibrate like that all the time? I'm all, yeah, kind of. How do you drive like that? Like,
And this is at Placerville. This guy was racing that car at Stockton, where it's twice the speed and twice the length of shakiness. So I asked Dan, I'm like, does he ever complain about this thing vibrating? He goes, no. He goes, what, does it vibrate? I'm like, Dan, this thing's a piece of shit. I mean, goddamn, how does this kid race this thing at Stockton and Calistoga?
Well, the heat race, it was vibrating like violently the whole time, but we were fast, so like I was still pushing it.
Drive her into the ground. What the hell?
And got the white flag and go to the backstretch, and then it kind of like stopped vibrating. And immediately I smelled oil. I'm like, oh, geez. Well, it made it to the checkers. I pulled off and made it to the pit area. I'm like, something's wrong here. And yeah, rear end blew out. So,
Tell the story though of like you guys on separate pages.
oh yeah. So he told me, he's all, yeah, well, then we didn't know what it was. I'm all, I think it's the rear end. But then like there was a ton of oil in the floor pan. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's the motor. I don't know. And so,
You gotta do the sniff test.
yeah, he's all, well, what color is it? And it was too dark. I'm like, I don't got a flashlight. I can't see. So we go in the trailer, and he's like, well, I didn't want to tell you. I looked at the oil, and there was like, not metal shavings, like metal chunks were in the oil.
So that's great.
I'm like, he's all, I didn't want to tell you and like worry you. I'm like,
Well,
okay, well.
why would you worry? It's his motor. Who gives
Well,
a
that's
shit?
what I'm thinking motor this whole time. I'm like, you let me run like that? Like, that's not cool. And he's all, well, so you just want to like kind of start and park in the feature? I'm like, you want me to start it after it just blew up? Like, and I'm thinking motor this whole time. Well, it was actually the rear end. He said, like, he checked the oil in the rear end. There was like metal chunks in there, but it.
So was he talking about metal chunks in the rear end or metal
Yes.
chunks?
In
Okay.
Exactly. So
Oh, come
that's
on, Dan.
that's where I was at too. Like, I thought he was talking motor. I'm like, I am not hurting your motor more than it just got hurt. If
This
that's
isn't
what
the
it
same
was.
piece of shit rear end that he rebuilt like a year or two ago, and it blew up the first night too, is it?
I don't
remember that.
know. Yeah, I do remember that.
So I go over there to watch the Chinese fire drill that's going on at the
Yes.
35 pit area.
Thank you, Shane Goldbeck.
Yeah.
So Shane Goldbeck's our neighbor, and he's like looking over,
I was watching him the whole
and
time.
like he
He's
kind
I
of like
don't
takes
know.
several steps,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then he kind of backed up, and then like after like a good 10 minutes, he'll, hey Shark, you need some help? I'm all like, we got enough hands, so I think we're all right. And then like,
Hey, there's a difference between enough hands and hands that know what the hell they're doing.
finally like he just kind of said like, I'm not asking anymore, and he just jumped
Grabbed
in.
gloves and he jumped in and said, "I got this," and he pulled that.
Then they were using. He
Seriously.
kept going to his mule for tools. So okay,
Sugar Shane, you're
there's-
the best. You're the best.
Dan Monhoff is a legit 360 team. That is what 360 racing is supposed to be like.
Yeah.
A local hobby team. He had a spare rear end, but it wasn't 100% built.
Right.
So
Didn't
they're
have a brake
taking, yeah, they're
system
taking
on.
the brake system off the blown up rear end and into cluster F. Everything's hot as hell. It's temperature's hot.
Yeah.
Dan's sweating like a whore in church. And you're parked next to Elk Grove Ford, or they used to be Elk Grove Ford. Now it's just Mattwood Racing.
Mattwood Racing.
And I mean, I'm not going to call them an outlaw operation, but I mean, they got their shit together, right? And it's just like different sides of the railroad tracks here, man. I mean, we're like in Beverly Hills and Compton. And Beverly Hills helped you guys out.
Yeah, they
And
sure
then
did, dude. It was awesome.
You guys went out and fucking kicked ass on
Yeah,
the main
and then,
event.
and then we beat him. He said, "Never helping you again, Becker."
Well, he can still help me because I wasn't beating him.
Oh man. Yeah, I saw you going up the ramp like 4 laps in.
Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't have high hopes starting basically dead last.
yeah.
Because I was worried about vision.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, the track, you got to give Scott Russell props. The track was beautiful both nights.
Yes.
Considering how many cars there were, winged and
temperature.
not wing. It's
Right.
105 million degrees. It's red dirt. It's shitty red dirt to work with. And the track was pretty damn good both nights.
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking, well, the track's been pretty decent. And I'm telling you what, I could barely see lining up for the damn feature.
Yeah.
So I'm telling myself, this is not going to be good. And it wasn't.
I was in 4th, battling, like, I had Bloomfield in the 83V, battling with Sanders. Thank God Vertulo's car is bright yellow, because I could see where we were going. So I saw us two. We were in lap traffic. It was hectic. Had no idea where the leader was. Finally, it kind of cleared a little bit. Leader was right in front of us. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
you were
okay.
close.
We're right here. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Then the yellow finally came out, but man, yeah, I can't imagine what it was like that, especially that first lap for you back
It
there.
was bad.
Yeah, crazy. But we'll tell the story about the night before. Like, he said it was so dusty. Yeah, tell him.
So the night before was crazy. So like,
Yeah.
Placerville's dusty.
Yeah.
It is a dust bowl, right? But he had so much material on the straightaways that you're getting dusted out in the turns, and then you get pointed straight, and then it was like Petaluma. I mean, you're ripping.
Yes.
I thought I was going to run out of tear-offs.
There was a lot of tear-off pulls for the main event, and that hasn't been that way for a
No,
long
you
time
don't
in
pull tear-offs at
Placerville.
Placerville. You pull them just for fun every once in a while. But I mean, you were pulling them legit like
Yes.
West Capitol
That was funny.
tear-offs.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Saturday night. But yeah, we didn't have that problem Sunday.
Yeah.
But I will say the track held up great Sunday.
Absolutely.
Considering he had one night to work on it,
Yep.
and it packed in super quick. When
Yes,
it packed
it did.
in that fast, I was,
I
like,
was
"Oh,
nervous,
shit,
but dude,
man,
but the
we're in
heat
trouble."
races were great.
Oh, man,
like
they were
still
great,
juiced
yeah.
up. Yeah.
How's Mia's hair look in the fan? She's like a model.
Oh God. Oh God.
She's getting wound up. Okay, so let's cut it short. You ran third last
Yeah,
night.
let's cut this short.
Shorter than normal. How long have we been doing it?
I don't know to tell you.
I don't know. I'm going to say you might have ran third at the last Bossy shootout.
Yeah.
Poor Scott and Cammy have tried to put on a cool 2-day event, party
Yeah.
event, and it's.
I feel like it felt like that for a few years too.
The first like 2 rained out, then we got one in, then
Yeah.
COVID came,
Yeah.
and then we were going to have it Labor Day last year, and the fire came. And then we had it this year, and it was a million degrees.
Cards like stacked against
On
him,
top
man.
of a lot of the Placerville clan was already up at Gold Cup or
Yeah,
Chico
yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
How about this? The week before the Posse shootout, 45
I
cars.
know. Poor McMahon's.
1,500 to win. Yeah,
The McMahon's could have came to the Posse shootout, and they
tribute to the McMahon guys.
would have had a better shot at making it, for sure.
Yeah, we
4
didn't.
more cars were in the main anyway.
We
with
love
SCCT.
Paul and Bobby, but guess what? We didn't let them run the A
I know.
to the B and
Yeah.
no transfer.
Yeah, come on.
Get
come
outta
on out
here.
from Tennessee. Oh, you didn't make it? No, sorry.
You could have
Sorry
probably
about
made
that.
it last night because you would have had
You
to battle
would've.
me in the B, and that wasn't saying much. So,
Nice save, actually, on that first lap. So typically, cushion and 3 and 4, like, you ride that thing all the way on the wall and, like, you're good. Well, there was no cushion, like, that first lap in the B for him. And he rode it like there was supposed to be one. It wasn't. I thought you were hitting the wall, man. That
You
was
know,
close.
You'd think somebody who's raced there as many times might have looked up there one time and said, "Well, there's nothing up there." No, I had to do it at speed.
He
and
was
almost knocked the
pushing it,
goddamn
too.
wall down.
But great job staying off the wall, but also not coming all the way across the track. You would have took out like at least 3 cars.
I was waiting to get run into, and I was like,
was
"Well, I
close.
deserve this. Good job, Andy." First lap of the B main. Jesus Christ. Oh well.
But now you got the good car ready to go Wednesday night.
My
right.
15-year-old ART.
Old Faithful.
Yeah. It was pretty good here last Friday until we broke the torsion stop, so we'll see.
All right.
So that'll be Wednesday.
Yeah, and I am in the so I'm in the 83V Wednesday and Thursday.
Me too, on Thursday as well.
Fun.
Hopefully we don't lose power because of the heat.
Yeah.
These new promoters here have had a rough go of it this year. They've gotten rained
in
out.
June.
2 rainouts in June.
Yeah.
They had monster trucks here, and I think the wind blew the power out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during the monster truck show.
Oh, jeez.
That's a sellout crowd.
Yeah. So it's been a rough go of it. And then, hey, let's have the biggest race this season, and it's 114. Yay.
But next week is 92 on Sunday and 92 on Monday and 87 on Tuesday and
Well, that's
86
good.
on Wednesday.
The Silver Dollar Fairgrounds
Good
crew won't
timing.
sweat cleaning up all the race crap. Okay, that's it for today, which
Yes.
is actually Tuesday. Or no, Wednesday. No, Tuesday.
No,
it's
it's-
Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. I thought I raced Friday and Saturday at Placerville, but it was Saturday and Sunday. Today's
yeah,
Monday. So you go to Cycle Land tomorrow.
Yep.
Show those little bitch-ass punks how it's done.
We're doing a motor change too, so we're gonna be good this time.
You already talked about that?
Yep.
Predetermined?
Yep. Yeah. So it's funny. Last time I was race Cyclan, I screwed up my first lap in qualifying. Next lap, I nailed 1 and 2, nailed 3 and 4. Coming off the corner, blew up. So my grandpa, that motor was awesome.
You blew up Grandpa's motor?
Blew up Grandpa's motor. This happens a lot in the go-kart world. So he kind of detuned that motor, and my brother ran it, and he said he loved it. And then I ran it today, and I'm like, oh, Grandpa, this is not
Not good enough?
It wasn't up to stuff. So gonna do a motor change. We'll be better.
All right. We'll be.
My wife's cold.
Oh, she's shivering? Are you really shivering? Oh, I'm sorry.
She's gonna be my wife will be in a sweatshirt at Gold Cup this year, with the low being 78. 78 at night. My wife will be
We're
in a
going to be a
sweatshirt.
popular campsite once everybody figures out where the air conditioners are.
All right. Good fight. Good night.
Okay, good luck tomorrow at Psycholand.
Thank
Sean.
you. Thanks for the campground too, man. This is
You're welcome.
awesome.